Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So I just swatched the new ILNP collection for Halloween. It's called Fright Night and it's super pretty. And I thought, wouldn't it be super fun to add some stamps to it? So I'm going to pull out one of my new Maniology plates that was new this fall called Antique Swirls. And we'll put that on and see how it turns out. Okay, so here is my stamping setup. I figure since I'm kind of a beginner trying to make content for beginners, I'm just going to show you kind of how I do it. I use like just a cardboard box because to me that's easier than having a nail mat that I have to wash. And I always set up my tape beforehand. This is just regular one-sided tape and I loop it over and just stick it here. And then I always clean my stamper before I use it. Just stamp it on there like that. And this is Maniology M396. I believe this plate is called Antique Swirl. And I'm going to use this to put just a little spin on. These were the swatches I did for ILNP's Fright Night Halloween collection. And I felt like some black little swirls would make like a gothic kind of vibe that might be fun. I've got my black. Actually, I'm going to use a smaller stamper than the ice cube stamper. This is the shape that we usually refer to as an ice cube stamper. And it works really well for bigger designs, but when I'm just going to pick up like a little flourish. And when I'm doing something like that, I find it easier to use a smaller stamper. It's just easier to control. And I've been using these big scraper cards lately. I find these easier than the small scraper cards. And those are from Maniology as well. And this is also a Maniology polish. It's called Straight Up Black. So I'm just going to pick a flourish. And what I do is I paint it in such a way so you can see that the polish is only on that flourish. That way, when I scrape it, I'm not going to get a bunch of extra on the other ones, which means I'm not going to have to clean up my stamper when I pick up the stamp, because I find that annoying. So, so I'm just going to quickly scrape, and then I wipe. Then I take my stamper and roll. There's my little design right there. And that is a move quickly kind of activity, which can be kind of tricky when you're first learning. Then I line it up, stamp it on, and look at that. Got a nice little gothic-y kind of flourish on there. I kind of like how it turned out. So then I clean off my stamper again. I'll move this guy a little bit. And I'll do a couple more. Let's see. Go with this kind of real little one. The other thing I always do is I swipe in the direction where it will get dragged across less of the plate. That way I have less cleanup to do. So I'm going to swipe it this way this time, scrape, roll, and I'm going to put it over here. And that turned out super pretty. I love this collection and these colors. It was so much fun. Alright, so I'm going to do a couple more on my other hand. Let's try... I'm going to try this complex one down here. This looks like kind of fun. The complex, more fiddly designs can be a little harder to pick up. So we're just going to see how it goes. Once again, I am not an expert at this, so sometimes it's just see how it turns out. Oh, that one picked up pretty well. So I'm going to stick that one on the orange nail. The hardest part for me is always getting it lined up quite right. That's a challenge. And there we go. That one turned out really neat. I'm a big fan. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to do one more on my last gray nail, the other flicker one. Let's see. I'm going to do this kind of viney one. I like the viney. And I'm not even going to put polish on the whole design because I can already tell it's going to be bigger than my finger. So again, to avoid more cleanup, I just put less polish on. Oops, that one did not pick up as well. Boo. That's okay. We're still going to put it on because sometimes doing it at all is better than trying to do it perfectly over and over and over. Because we have forever to practice, right? You're going to have nails for the rest of your life. Yeah, this turned out really cool. I think this Antique Swirls plate is a great complement to Halloween polish. So yeah, if you have any questions about stamping or you need any help, please do write down in the comments below. I'm just a beginner also, like I'm not fantastic at this. I've probably been stamping for like 6 months now, maybe. So I don't have everything figured out. And I think that's okay. You know, everybody is learning all the time and nobody's perfect. So it's all about having fun trying. But again, if you have any questions, please do let me know. Or if there's anything else that you would like to see, please let me know and I would be happy to show you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an absolutely great night.